last week. This is the second week back.
Are you a lefty?
No, I'm a righty.
Very good.
God. Me and a couple of buddies, we were heli skiing.
Oh.
And got dropped off. And anyways, just a bad accident. Spiral fractured my humerus.
That's a true story?
True story.
That's how you break an arm. Good job.
Right? This is the first arm I've ever broken, too.
Good job.
And it's not because I'm a bad skier.
Truth.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was just like last run of the day at Winter Park, and I just had a little bad fall.
And you saw a helicopter and you fell down?
Yeah, exactly.
Stops a terrorist attack. Yeah. All the above. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the food. That's okay. The problem with bringing the food out before the episode ends is I no longer
get in there.
care about whatever you have to say.
Go ahead.
No.
It's fine.
No, we'll get in there.
We're
real journalists.
Of course. My mistake.
Yes, sorry. Yes.
All right, so seeing as it's about this is happy hour time. Well, let's start with happy hour. When you're not working, maybe you didn't have kids, or maybe the kids have an afternoon babysitter. Ooh, that should be a good service. Happy hour babysitters.
We can actually babysit kids. I'm actually great with children because I am a child.
I believe that. Very relatable. Yeah?
Yeah.
Very good.
So what's your favorite happy hour spot around town?
I used to like to clock in at El Camino over at 32nd Wall. That's my spot.
Dollar tacos, too?
Loved it, man. The
and
margaritas. Yeah. The queso is fire.
You throw that meat and you throw the jalapenos
all of
in
it.
there?
All of it.
That's a good answer. Were you a Highlands rat before you moved out to the burbs?
Yeah. I lived right off Sloan's Lake.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I was at 27th Zenobia, 25th and Federal.
Yeah, basically
23rd
neighbors.
in Irving. I mean, I've been all over.
26th in Osceola.
Oh, shit. We really were neighbors.
Yeah.
That was a good question, Chris.
Yeah.
We can stay Highlands. You can talk Arvada. Totally your call. Let's pretend like you didn't have to open the shop. What would brunch spot be with maybe the lady, the wife, the mama bear? Or if you want to take the kids, you can do family-friendly brunches. We have tons of listeners.
We're more like a coffee and bagel kind of crew.
Is it the Northeast that's
I think so, yeah. We were never... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll go out to brunch and have some Bloody Marys. Like, that's great. But really, we're all about coffee and then bagels when we could.
Where's your favorite coffee shop in town?
We really like Downpours across the street.
Okay.
Really love that joint. Huckleberry's great. And then Doodle Roy's Bagels down the way. It's a neighborhood joint, 29th and it's next door to Hogshead, 29th and Tennyson.
Okay, that's kind of that newly renovated spot.
Across the street.
Okay, so right next to the bodega / liquor store?
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
They let your dogs hang out on the right side?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
yeah.
Slow High Coffee is right next door, and they're good too. Yeah.
Okay, now I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, that's a good one. Coffee guy. He likes the bean water just like you, Chris.
Everybody does.
Love it.
Yeah, it jacks you up, and it's legal. All right, so our next question is, let's say that Kip was babysitting the kids. By the way, I don't know how old they are. I really am great at babysitting. If you ever want to just drop them off at our house, we have a pen in the back with the dogs. They can hang out there.
Perfect. Saddles? No saddles?
No saddles. All right, so date night. Let's say you got a night out with the wifey. Where are we going? Or where's the best one you've had recently, in the last year?
Woody Fisher.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yep.
Franco over there.
Yep.
Louise.
Yep.
Nice.
He's killing it. And, we always... Any opportunity we have lately, that's where we're going.
Really?
Yep.
So was that a personal relationship, or is it just slaps every time?
He's a great friend of mine, but that aside, his cuisine is fully respectable. Man, I mean, it's on point, and he doesn't fuck around. I
couldn't agree more. We hit up. I've actually eaten there a couple times, and they have a good happy hour too. So if you're not in HopsNPie and want to try something, theirs isn't bad. The chicharrones and the I think they have that Wagyu tartar.
The tartars.
With that quail egg on top.
Oh man.
Yeah, that shit is good.
Yeah.
That was tasty.
That's a really good call.
All right, so I mean, obviously you probably don't have to pay rent anymore, or maybe you do, but you're a responsible adult. So when you weren't a responsible adult, where's your cheap eat spot when you were in a bind and rent was due?
Well, let's just say that you can still be responsible, but rent and, the restaurant was just getting going.
Yeah.
Where was the cheap dive?
Again, I'm going to go El Camino.
That worked.
To be fair,
that was my spot. Yeah.
Sometimes cheap dives are great happy hours.
Did you ever get the VIP card that they gave out, the pink ones?
Maybe.
I had one too.
Yeah.
The wine nights on Wednesdays when they would do half-price bottles, and they were like, you can just take these home. Be like, oh, thank you. And then we got cut off, and then they took our VIP cards away. Shout out to Alden. That's his fault. I remember those things. All right.
Yeah.
It seems like we're cut from the same rug. We can be best friends.
And I think the final one's a good one is, what's your kind of favorite brewery to check out? What do you go to most regularly around town?
Call to Arms is my number one.
These guys down here?
Yep. Those guys crush it. They make clean, good beer. Every time, every style is reliable. And then if I'm up in Arvada, I'll be going to Cannonball Creek.
Okay.
Yep, those are my two.
I haven't been. I've had Cannonball Creek beers, but I haven't been to their brewery. I guess the only brewery I've been over there is in Arvada is whatchamacall. Shit.
In Old Town?
Yeah.
Oh, DBC, Denver Beer Company.
No.
I just like the Yum Yum. That's the one I slap around over there.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to.
like a
Shit, I can't
sipping
remember it now.
But you got to get to Cannonball. Those guys. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just they're real good.
Is that up in the Arvada area?
It's in Golden, but
Okay.
it's about 8 to 10 minutes from home.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
So you're in the home stretch now. This next segment is called Ask the Internet, or Answer the Internet, and that is brought to you by Seed & Smith Vape Pens. If you need a new vape pen, we recommend the Dart. It won High Times Cannabis Cup Vape Pen of the Year in 2019, and they're selling out around the city. You can hit up their location out in Bumfuck, Egypt, or you can hit up any locations around the metro area. The Dart is available almost everywhere. So hit up, grab the pen. If you ask me I'll give you a free cartridge. Just find me, I'll give it to you. All right, so the Ask the Internet. Pick a number, Drew, 1 through 9.
7.
Would you rather heat up your food every 10 seconds forever or take one boner-forward fall into a sidewalk?
How much time do I have to answer this?
You can take your time. I'm just hanging out with Boner.
Not falling into the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try it. Maybe you like it. You don't know.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's the term for a masochist? You're a masochist.
Am I?
You take joy out of my pain? That's painful.
Guilty.
Yeah. Classic. We're best friends.
A. I choose A.
You would rather heat up your food every 10 seconds?
Done.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll give you one more question to redeem yourself because no one believes you would do that. 1 through 9 minus 7.
Want that 2?
Math guy over here. Would you rather date a Kardashian or a member of the royal family, seeing as the Meghan Markle thing has kind of gone south? As an
Royal
American.
family.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I'm going to teach their own. We've had folks that have said opposite, but
That's fair.
they're more powerful. The Kardashians are more powerful than the royal
Obviously.
family. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you answered the internet slightly well, slightly bad, but it's okay. Everything else has been really
Sorry,
good.
Internet.
Yeah, it's okay. You've done pretty well everywhere else. This next segment is called Rapid Fire. It's brought to you by HopsNPie Fire Menu. Yes, they have new donuts that come to you every Wednesday through Sunday. Get in here early because they sell out. Like Drew said, weekends they last till about 9:30. All the dank flavors, including
9:37 a.m.
Yeah. If you get here at 9:30, you're effed in the A. I would recommend here getting in line. It's going to be like Franklin's Barbecue. Everybody remembers the Daniel Vaughn episode. Get in here early. But go ahead. Speaking of hot fire, you're cooking it. Chris is questioning it. Chris, we got some new ones in here. Let's do some more movies. Instead of this one, let's do some 90s movies.
Okay. All right, so you just pick one or the other.
Yeah, it's this one.
Coffee or espresso?
Coffee.
Weed or booze?
Booze.
Vodka or gin martini?
Gin.
Nice. Rather be blind or deaf?
Shit.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I think blind.
Oh, we haven't had anybody say that yet.
No.
But that means you could still listen to our podcast, so that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That was my main focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tacos or burgers?
Tacos.
Ski or board?
Bored.
Celiac or diabetes?
Diabetes.
You'd rather
Ooh.
have diabetes?
Yeah.
So you'd have to eat
So I
gluten-free.
don't have to give up pizza.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to end up giving up pizza anyway
Well,
when you get the
you're
sugar.
celiac.
fuck.
No, see, he was with me on that.
Disagrees.
Yeah, I said,
Shout out
I'd
to
have to give
that
up
too.
beer?
Yeah, exactly.
our friends,
Come on.
our friends
Nightmare.
from Mountains and Mimosas.
Wilford Brimley looked like a happy man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can figure it out. There's medical
God
advancements.
damn, was he not one of the best bodyguards for Ronald Reagan we've ever seen? I mean, and he was great in Walker, Texas Ranger. Wait, wasn't he in that? Yeah, he was. Maybe he
He was
was.
probably a judge or something.
I think he was like the sheriff that
there
God
you
damn it, get Walker back into this office right now. I watched a lot of TV growing up.
All right, tacos or burgers?
already
Tacos.
asked
Oh, yeah, ski or board?
You already asked that?
East or West Coast rap?
East.
Dogs or cats?
Ugh. See, I gotta go both. Can I go both?
No.
No.
Dogs.
Okay.
Okay.
God.
You could go dog cat. I don't know if those still
It's actually
exist.
cat dog.
Oh, that's what it is. Top Gun or Ghostbusters?
Top Gun.
Wayne's World or Dumb and Dumber?
Wayne's World.
Lloyd Christmas or Harry?
Lloyd.
Whiskey.
Wine or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Podcasts or movies?
Movies.
That's supposed to be kids.
Adults or kids?
Kids.
Okay, so, all right, you did pretty well there. It's comedy, action.
Well, lots of comedy, but also definitely loved, because it was the days of VHS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. So I had a few.
Did you stop rewind, or did you rewind while playing and go slower?
Both.
It's a psycho move on the second
Depends
one.
on how quick I had to, get back to what I wanted to see. So
there was a nip slip back there.
It was Terminator 2. That was one of them. Young Guns.
Oh, shit.
And then Major League.
The second
Those were great.
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I like the second one, too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
But the first one, I mean...
The first one is classic.
God,
that's when you
it's
first
fun.
get introduced to Rick Vaughn.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a wild thing.
I mean, it set a precedence for Cleveland sports that they would not win for years. Cocktail or Days of Thunder?
Cocktail.
So did you have, our house was a very strong Tom Cruise growing up house. Was that y'all's the same?
I had two older sisters, so absolutely.
Yeah. I had an older brother, but we fangirled just the same.
Yeah, I mean, I just could vouch it on them, It'd be fine.
Be like, yeah, we definitely weren't going to watch
We change a movie poster in the kitchen every month, and Top Gun just came down. Goonies went up.
Okay,
that's
all
awesome.
Right. Favorite character from the Goonies?
Who do you think?
I mean, everyone says it's going to be Trunk or what's his fucking name? The fat kid with the truffle shuffle.
Chunk.
Oh, is it?
It's got to be Chunk.
I mean, he saved the day pretty much. So that's great. All right, so this is going to be a question. This is a real hard hitter, and it's not even the Stoned Appetit question of the week. Let's rank 3 movies that molded your youth. And I need to hear, you mentioned Major League was up there. You mentioned comedies. What molded your youth into what did it for you?
Major League, Happy Gilmore, and either Tommy Boy or Ace Ventura.
Dude.
Ace.
I don't know
Ace and Happy is really far up there on me. I watch Happy a lot.
Happy's really near the top for me too.
Ace Ventura is good, though.
So funny. Though. Just nobody ever did anything like that when that came out. You were like, are you serious? Jim's so funny.
Dude, Jim Carrey, he was.
And how much time did you spend quoting that movie?
Yeah.
That may be the most quotable movie. Up until high school when it was old school Frank the Tank, kind of Will Ferrell.
That was the
over.
hardest I ever laughed in a movie theater.
Old school?
In old school, I saw that in the movie theater. High as shit. And when they threw the cinder blocks off the roof, I never laughed so hard in my life.
It's supposed to work out that way, buddy.
Picking myself up off the floor.
It was so good.
I watched Ace Ventura last week, though.
The first
one?
Yeah.
The second one has a moment, though, which may top the whole first one, when he comes out of the hippo's ass.
That is pretty good. And the kids
film.
are like, let's get out of here. Yeah.
The mom's giving birth. It reminds me a little bit of Danny DeVito in Always Sunny when he's naked coming out of the couch. I don't know if anyone's an Always Sunny fan, but yeah, it's great. And he's just trying to get air and he's tapping the fan. It's oh boy. The first one though, there was something about Finkel Einhorn that, I just died.
I'm in Finkelville I'm in Psychoville.
And Finkel's the mayor. That was a growing up one for us. My mom kind of did it as well, kind of instilled that same kind of humor in us. I guess it's perverse humor, a little bit dark. But Saturday Night Live also kind of had that. So we grew up with those cats through the 90s. And so once they hit that old school age, we kind of understood the jokes more. But Wayne's World was that knee slapper for me growing up. And I didn't even get to half the jokes, I just didn't get a lot of them, Cassandra still gives it to me, though. God, Crucial Taunt should be
She's a fox.
She's a babe. She's a robo-babe. She's Baby Majora. All right, sorry. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. And then what is it? She only has her cunning and her will to survive. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I apologize because I could do this all day. We could just go on tangents where I brutally ruin quotes by saying 2/3 of them correctly.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I remember that. All right. So you really did make it to the end of the episode. We only have one question left. We have 2 questions left. Guilty pleasures.
Okay.
And then dead people's.
Yes.
All right. Which one do you want?
Which one do you not want?
I'll take guilty pleasures.
There you go.
All right. So let's say it's a late night. You worked in the kitchen all night. You get home starving. I don't know if you smoke weed, but let's say you got high. as a kite, and you're just looking for